Welcome, Makesh Sankaran, on our Oovaation Talks. Before we start our podcast, it is important for our viewers to know how big and how important altruist is. Let's start by what does altruist means.
Oh, altruist in literal English term means helping humankind, helping people. That's the meaning of altruist. Altruist is an Indian company present globally. As a group, we are into multiple businesses, starting from the telecom tower business in Europe to vast business across Africa, UAE. We have social media companies. We have a hotel chain in India. Uh, we have the BPO also, which is the largest within the group. So we have overall about 15,000 people working in the group, out of which the BPO would be about 10,000 people, which I run.
My God, what was the largest turnover ever?
As a company, we should be slightly over 1,000 crores, and the BPO is roughly about 400 crores.
Wow.
We are pretty well spread in the country. We have 18 delivery centers in the country covering, large cities like Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Pune, Noida, Indore, Calcutta. We have now started in Ambala and Panchkula to, further strengthen our Tier 2, Tier 3 presence.
Today, we enroll our children in big schools. Generally, they are expensive. Affordability is not a question anymore. We take loans. We go for IB board, Cambridge board, hoping that someday they will become Makesh Sankaran. I mean, the way you are successfully running this company, that's what we expect our children to become someday. Are we going right way?
If you look at completely two different scenarios, right? Somebody who has the money or borrows the money, invests in their children because that's what they live for. Most people really want to see their children do well, right? There's one set of people who go and get through the IITs, IIM, and the Cambridges of the world, and if they come to work after that, their probability of success is higher, but there is no guarantee of success, right? Likewise, you will have a different set of people who've come from a poor family, but really growing very big in life. So it's, I think, the combination of education, aspiration, and attitude in life that really propels people to move forward in life. And it's about 18, 20 years of your kid's life is where you can impart your value system and guide them. But after that, they are adults, and they are exposed to the whole world. I think what you impart in the first 18 years makes a lot of difference to them. They have to imbibe and follow. So education is a probability increaser in life, but I think aspiration and attitude and discipline to work actually makes the larger difference. I didn't come from Cambridge, I didn't come from an IIT or IIM. I did my post-graduation in physics in Madurai. And
How was your school? Was it big?
I studied in a pretty good school in a place called Madurai. It was a Brit school, and I think it really made a big difference, but it was not a very expensive school because it is in down south. It's probably an equivalent school in today's world in, let's say, Bangalore or a Bombay would cost a bomb, but we were lucky enough to study in that school. Uh, I did my post-graduation in physics. I almost got my admission to PhDs in most of the IITs, but I had to go and work. I had come from a lower middle class family. My parents, like how you said, did all that they could do to get us up to there, and it was our responsibility to carry the mantle and see how we grow in life, how we bring our children up in life. Right, so that's where I started. So I didn't have a major degree, but ironically, with so much of changes that are happening because of AI and the impact, I decided to study now, and I just finished a certification course in ISB on AI and leadership. So education doesn't stop, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that's the recipe what we wanted to know. how Makesh Sankaran is made, so that we can have our own Makesh Sankaran in every home. Yeah, we want to know the greatest achievements your company made after you joined.
I think we've been growing steadily. I've been with Altruist for about 3 years now. We've been steadily growing over the last 2-3 years with good projects. We've had expansion into new regions. We've started Calcutta, we started Ambala, we started Panchkula. We got some large business from the government. We're doing the Aadhaar project for the government with about 600-700 people. Good diversity, good mix of business. The second achievement I would probably think of that comes to the top of my mind is the amount of automation that we have done in the last couple of years. BPO is a very complex system with multiple reports from different sources, a lot of data points. To bring them all into one place and see that as a meaningful insight is very, very important, and I think we picked up and did that. Third thing, from an education point of view, I think last year we picked up about 100 managers and above and taught them basics of AI, taught them the right way to do prompt engineering, how they can save 1 or 2 hours of their daily work by using AI, and that they could use that time for their next level of work or just take a break and spend some time with their family.
Okay, one more thing I would like to know, who are your star clients, I mean showcase clients, did you get them because of acquisitions or you had them before acquisitions?
It's a big combination of both. Altruist over the last 7-8 years have done 3 acquisitions, but we must have equally got as many clients directly by ourselves. So it's a good combination of both, very healthy combination of both. Well, I might not be able to name some of the clients, but we are very well spread. We have a lot of good clients in the banking segment. We have a lot of good clients in the BFSI segment. We have very top automobile companies for whom we do customer service. We're very strong in the telecom side. We've started off with healthcare over the last couple of years. We've started getting clients from the healthcare side. We do work with the government. So it's a very good mix of all industries that we have.
What leadership lesson failure taught you what success cannot?
In many of over the last few years, the ability to see data correctly and decide, you don't get all parameters in front of you before you have to take a quick decision, right? So sometimes we quickly take such decisions on the fly, which can fire back. But the most important thing is to learn from that and build a process so that tomorrow if a situation comes like that, we take a much better decision. The second thing is in terms of people grooming, right? It's very, very important for an organization to groom their people and make them a bit better than what they were when they joined us. And a lot of senior people just don't get the time to do it because they're day in and day out grinding on the business parameters and trying to move around hurdles and obstacles, right? To work through a lot of problems. It can be a technology problem, it can be a people problem, it can be some performance related issues. So while we keep grinding around this day in and day out, sometimes you miss out on the people factor, right? That a leader must take time to ensure that they groom their people under them, and that's, I think, is the most important thing for me.
Your company is also involved in CSR activities. So how are you involved?
The CSR activity is both at a group level and as an organization from BPO. As a company, we have adopted a village in Haryana. We have adopted a village in Haryana where we spend time, money and effort in giving good education to children, in creating reasonably good healthcare facilities for them, ensuring that they have enough computers and other things to learn. So we do that very, very religiously as a company.
Have you been there?
Yes, I have been. Yes.
Okay.
And the second thing that we drive as a group, which is actually driven by my promoter, Mr. Anuj Agarwal, is I hate polythene. It's a very big drive in Chandigarh, Panchkula, Punjab, Haryana range, where there is a lot of time and there's a big team that goes to the public, creates events, and tells them as to why using polythene is harmful for the society, harmful for them, and we try to replace them with jute bags and things like that. So you'll see a lot of posters, banners, and events that happen. Like how we run an organization for business, the High Hate Polythene Group runs like an office to ensure that it's not okay, whenever we get time we'll go and do it, right? It's not like that. So there is a full system that goes and works around it. That's from a group level. As an organization from BPO, we started this very by accident, right? Over the last few years, if you've noticed, once every year there is one major flood in Chennai that happens, that kind of cripples the city for about 4 days, 5 days. And we have three large delivery centers in Chennai, and one of them actually drives a 24/7 process for a telecom company, and you can't stop it. So what we actually do is we cook food in the office, we have beds for people to stay so that they don't take the risk of going home and coming. But having said that, that's the business part of it. But then we took that opportunity to ensure we cook more food and go to the nearby orphanages and old age homes to ensure that during floods they have food. This is done not by an instruction from me as a CEO to the company, but this was done by my team by themselves, right? We do that in Bangalore as well. We do that in Bombay, where once a quarter people go and spend some time in an old age home, kind of help them with food, support them.
So your regular employees?
Yeah, our regular employees, they do that, yeah.
What I want to ask you, how is your competitor in next 3 years? Is your competitor going to look like you, feel like you, work like you? Like, will your competitor have a CEO, a leadership, and 14,000, 15,000 employees, 21 locations? Or he is going to look like Claude bot from Anthropic, downloaded to client's computer?
Very, very interesting phase, and I don't think so anybody including all the biggies of AI predict what is going to happen in 3 years, and therefore it is interesting, therefore it is an opportunity also. Some of the things that I read are sometimes scary, sometimes exciting. I am given to understand that today we have already reached a stage where a bot can build a bot. At least we were saying that there will be job losses, but people with certain skill set, people who have physical workforce and all might still continue. But people with good technology skill set have a longer road path. Not the coders, but people who build the AI system. But today a bot is building a bot. I saw Codex 5.4 of GPT, which is a system that helps build code. 5.4 was released, and a statement was made saying that the version 5.3 built the 5.4 version, right? And Sam Altman was asked this question. ChatGPT has become such a big name in such a short time, and what's your succession plan? He said, I'm a hardcore AI guy. My successor will be a bot. Will be a bot CEO, right? So some of these can kind of make you think in multiple direction. But specifically coming to the impact of BPO, there will be headcount reduction, and I think we need to face that. In the last couple of years already, I'm seeing, especially in customer service, where a lot of self-help, people are trying to push self-help, AI-driven self-help. I'm seeing a reduction of about 5 to 10% in the last couple of years. Will probably increase. The 10% might probably become a 15% increase over the next 2 years, unless and otherwise there is a big disruption that suddenly comes, and then we all have to, kind of reorient ourselves. But there are two concepts to it. One is people being replaced by AI. One is people who work with AI, right? It's called augmented AI. AI augmenting human effort to give better output, to give faster output. Today, that's where we are, right? Yeah. Today, that's where we are, where AI systems, specifically in BPOs and in other industries, are augmenting with AI to get better strategy, to get better execution plan, to get better analysis. This is generative AI. From generative AI, the next step is agentic AI, right? When today experiments in agentic AI, the output is fairly average, and the investment needed is very, very high to build the agentic AI system. So it's going slightly slow. But when agentic AI starts picking up well, when it becomes more affordable, when it is able to stride through the complex integrations that it has to do, what it means is you have created a human assistant, an AI assistant, right? You have created a marketing assistant, you have created a data analytics assistant, you've created a sales assistant, you've created a operations manager assistant using AI, right? The most popular example that I give everywhere is, in the health insurance segment, right? Today, all of us would have at some point of time experienced that when you help somebody get discharged in a hospital in India, you get all your discharge summaries in the room with the bills and all, and you go to a counter in the hospital where there's one insurance counter, you go give it to them, you say, come back after 3 hours. Okay, they will go upload it all to the insurance company. They will say, and then they'll say, okay, 1 lakh is the bill, 70,000 we will give based on your policy and stuff like that. When agentic AI flows through multiple industries, when it gains momentum, right? All that the person in the hospital just has to upload the documents in a system. It will give medical advice. It will look at your insurance policy and then say, I will pay you only 70,000 out of 1 lakh. It will tell you why. It'll ask you, do you have any questions? So in 3 minutes time, which takes about 4 hours, right? There are so many people working in a hospital to do this job. And health insurance company typically in India would have about 100 people working in the back end to do this. There will be about 100 people in customer service, in a contact center doing this. All this will get reduced. While it get reduced, I think the employees in a BPO will have to transform themselves to more into process excellence people, customer experience people, rather than doing routine works. Routine works will go. The basic routine work will go. Complex work will stay with the humans.
On complex word, Elon Musk said, in 3 years' time, my bots will do surgery, operate surgery better than any surgeon in the world.
It happens today. I don't know if you read, I think I read this about 6 months before or 7 months before in a news article, where a doctor in Gurgaon did a surgery to somebody in Hyderabad using robotics, sitting and controlling you have so many case studies, and I think it's a fact. I think it's a fact, and it definitely helps in healthcare. Prediction of cancer is one area where there's a lot of work that's being done in AI. There's a lot of AI work that's happening in agriculture. So if it's going to help save life, why not use it?
Yeah. So then we'll have ample of time, in hand.
I have a I have a question that comes in my mind, and I'm not able to get an answer for it myself. And the thing that keeps haunting me when I read about AI and when I work for AI, companies will want to embrace it because you are getting a same output or better output with lesser manpower. So it will increase the profitability of an organization. People will lose jobs. If people lose job, they don't have money to spend. They don't have money to spend.
Yeah.
So that cycle, I'm not too sure how that's going to be broken.
Yeah, that's a question, big question. Like, if you don't have money to spend, how is the company is going to get profited? If they are asking employees to go, and they're thinking they're making profit out of it, people don't have money to spend.
To go and buy. Let's say, for example, anything that you use daily. Let's say, for example, a consumer electronics company.
Yeah.
They use full robo. They manufacture TV, refrigerator, washing machine, right? They displace a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like that. Software development companies will display people. BPOs might display people. But who has the
And then they expect those people to come and buy the products.
Yeah, well, that's the scarier side of what I said, but I think practically what is happening is the investment needed to get these kind of work done is fairly large, so that's slowing down things. But regulations will come. Regulations will come that will also put some filter, right? RBIS, I think, it's not released a regulation, but I think has released a guidelines for free AI, which banks and others should follow, right? So things like ethical AI, there's a lot of people who will definitely misuse AI, right? They will definitely. So things like ethical AI, things like AI under governance will all come into play.
Countries are not following rule-based orders. You see the status, what is happening in US.
You see so many fake videos that.
No, but US and Europe, I mean, US is not, I mean, they say countries are not nowadays not following the law-based order. Yeah, might is right.
Yeah, I know.
So now we are talking about regulations. Who is going to follow regulations?
So that's a gray area, regulating and getting it. For example, there is no answer around how will copyright be managed by AI, right? So a lot of regulations will come. It might make it more effective. It might slow things a little bit. But I think every individual, irrespective of which industry they belong to, they should embrace it. They should learn and they should use it in their day-to-day work. Even kids who are studying.
How much changes you have seen in your lifestyle?
It's become
right from your childhood.
Oh yeah, seriously. I was there. My first phone was that Nokia one, small tiny one, or a Motorola with an antenna.
Yeah, we even used slates in the school, right?
Yeah, for sure, yes.
And we're using iPads now.
Yeah, kids use iPads now. Yeah.
Oh my God. What else to expect in another 10 years?
See, so many things have changed as we have also grown, right? The way we listen to music, that's what, comes in most of it, right? We had those tapes, then it became CDs.
LPs, it started from LPs, we have seen LPs, record players.
Yeah, then it became USBs, then it, now music system is
MP3. Where's radio? You don't sell radio in the market now?
It's come as an antique product now.
It comes free. Oh my God. So, what do you have to say to the young generation now who want to come up into, telecommunication business like you? What do you have to say to them?
Oh, I'm not in telecommunication business. I'm in a BPO. I service telecommunication for their customer service. I service banking people for their customer service, sales or collection. Yeah. First of all, BPO is generally not the first choice for anybody to come to after they finish school or college. I keep telling this in most of my interviews, right? They want to do something bigger. So we get only the bottom quartile people, and that's something that I'm really very proud of.
And most of the founders which we have interviewed, they are backbenchers.
So we are able to take those people and groom them, bring some seriousness into them, bring some discipline into them, groom them so that they grow up. But for any industry, just not BPO, I think for any individual or for any organization to survive in today's world, is not about how many years of experience you have or how many years that company has been or how good is the top line and bottom line of the company. Or for an individual, it doesn't matter from where you have studied, whether you're a gold medalist or a backbencher. But in today's world, the most important thing is how an individual or an organization is able to adapt change at first level, is able to create change in the second level. I think only those kind of people will kind of excel in the next 5 to 10 years. People who are constantly investing in learning, people who are constantly looking into new methods of doing the same thing, right?
That also includes, like you said, constantly adapting the change.
That is going to be the key skill set for today.
Skills. Every 3 years you have to adapt. Every 3 years or 2 years.
3 years in probably 3 years in today's world is quite large.
Maybe, yeah. My God.
So people who are able to adapt, who are able to learn, who are able to change as an individual or change as an organization will see larger success in the days to come.
That's very difficult. All right. What's your vision, in next 3 years, taking into consideration the AI and everything?
Last 1 year as an organization, I think we've started building our own AI product like the voice bot or the quality analysis of call. We are working on bringing a live agent AI. We're working on building agentic AI. So as an organization, we've started this about a year. We are moving at a rapid pace. So I think we will be one of the players to reckon. So the advantage that we have is we are not just a technology company, but we are also a company who knows what a banking customer expects, what a automobile customer expects, what a telecom customer expects, and that wealth of knowledge along with the technology know-how will actually put us in a very strong position. We're just not building products, we know what the consumers want, right? We're trying to tailor make accordingly.
Great. All right. That's it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I hope it was free flow and good for you.
Yeah.